And so I'll just give a little introduction of why we're here and then introduce each of the panelists, and we'll go through the agenda. And I think it's perfect that we're in this space today for this topic, because really the message for me is the power of an organization pursuing a mission that people want to be part of. And at Outthinker, we help companies that want to do big things, help them come up with strategies to do big things. We've done some of that with Heather, and we're excited to hear how that's progressed. But I just want to share a little bit about what we're seeing, and then I'll introduce each of the panelists. You know, Walmart sees images like this. There's a picture behind you of a bunch of people holding banners saying Walmart equals poverty. You know, Walmart was pursuing for a long time the same kind of strategy that we were taught. I don't know if they're still taught at Wharton Business School, but we were taught at Wharton Business School corporations existed for one purpose, which was to maximize shareholder value. And if they maximize shareholder value, somehow everything else will work out. And I think that companies like Walmart are waking up to the fact that this leads to a limiting strategy, that a better strategy is a strategy where more people benefit by you winning. And when you can create find that midpoint where you're maximizing shareholder value by also benefiting the community, by benefiting society, by benefiting the environment, that is like playing a game where you have no competition. Everyone wants you to win, right? It's like all the fans on your side of the field. And so there's probably no sector in the world that is facing as much kind of negative associations as financial services. Really? I would, yeah. Maybe, yeah, even nuclear energy is a little more popular. But here we have a group of panelists who are embracing the alternative and showing that there is power in financial services aligning with a force for good. And so what we have selected here is a really diverse panel that both talk from that small entrepreneurs, but not so small anymore, but that entrepreneurs can make a difference, but also that large companies can make a difference. So first we're going to hear from Kamal Kadir. I first met Kamal in Bangladesh, where my family's from, actually at a MasterCard event. And Kamal, actually, no, we first spoke years ago when he was writing a book about the Bangladeshi revolution, and he contacted me. And I'll let him talk, but he's doing amazing things in Bangladesh using financial services to improve financial inclusion for millions and millions of people. And Vicky Bindra, who's the president of Asia-Pac, all of Asia and the Middle East and Africa for MasterCard, which is, if not the largest, the fastest growing region. And so one thing that we're really excited about is that MasterCard has really aligned itself closely with this idea of being a force for good. And so hopefully Vicky's going to share us some of the impact of that. Then we have David Klein. He is the founder or co-founder of CommonBond. I'll let him tell you about that. But he is fixing the issue that that investing in education in the form of student loans is actually a very smart, profitable investment, and yet students have difficulty finding student loans of the character that they deserve, and so he's helping to fix that. And then we have Heather Davis, who is Senior Managing Director of a group with a very long title. But Private Markets. Shortened it. Okay, great. Private Markets, great. So she puts together, for TIAA-CREF, she puts together she puts a big fund of private capital that TIAA is proprietary capital, and she puts it to work, and she's going to share with you that a lot of that is around the mission of profitably serving the mission of solving world hunger, something like that, right? And good, great. And Ryan, we've only I've written your name a bunch of times, and we've spoken, but I've only called you Ryan. Ryan Feit. He is the co-founder of Seed Invest, and I'll let him tell a story as well. But he's one of the key players behind the Jobs Act, and he has now built a platform that allows the kind of funding of startups, and that's another sector that has been broken, to now be opened up thanks to new regulation and technology. I also, if you haven't met them yet, I want to introduce you to Charmian Hall, Kamal. She heads business development for Outthinker, and Michael Frohls, who's here. He's going to be also participating in the question area. He is also with Outthinker and heads our financial service practice. So thank you very much. So what we're going to do is we're going to try something brand new. We're going to try to do instead of sitting down and listening to a 1-hour keynote, you're going to get to listen to 5 10-minute keynotes right now. And we're going to do it first with Kamal, and we're going to work our way down here. What I'm going to ask each of you to do is to move off to the side. And you're going to move off to the side, and then we'll have each present. It's kind of like we're about to really focus on managing the strategic conversation. And so what we find is conversations that first begin with a kind of a monologue where someone can express what they stand for and what they're doing. That allows us to more quickly dig into the really juicy conversation. So this is a way to kind of engineer that.